Operation analytics refers to the use of data analysis and quantitative methods to improve decision-making and performance within an organization operations, now in operation functions. It involves collecting, processing, and analyzing data from various sources within the operations environment to gain insights, identify patterns, and optimize processes. Operation analytics encompasses a wide range of techniques and methodologies, including statistical analysis, data mining, optimization modeling, simulation, and predictive analytics. More on ano to ha, business. No? I don't know if you're familiar with Power BI, no? And so on. Big data no, refers to the large and complex data sets that are too large no, to be effectively processed or analyzed using traditional data processing technique. So big data is characterized by its volume, velocity, and variety as it includes vast amount of structure and unstructured data from diverse sources such as sensors, pwede naman sa social media, pwedeng galing sa web blogs, or kaya sa transaction records. Operation analytics leverage big data technologies and analytics techniques to extract valuable insights and drive improvement in operation performance. So, by analyzing large volume of data in real time or near real time, organizations can gain a deeper understanding of their operations, now identify opportunities for optimization, and make data-driven decisions. And one of the key application of operation analytics is supply chain management, where it can help organizations improve demand forecasting, inventory management, logistic optimization, and supplier performance management. By analyzing data from sensors, katulad ka kanina, RFID tags, and other sources, the organization can track inventory levels, monitor shipments in transit, no, and identify potential bottlenecks or disruption in the supply chain. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pudi. So I'm going to report about operational analytics and big data. So first, let's define what is operational analytics. Operational analytics shifts the focus from simply understanding data to taking action on it, the tools that run businesses process instead of using dashboards to make decisions. Operation analytics is focused on turning insights into action automatically. When all your data is stored in your data warehouse, it's only accessible to your technical users who know how to write SQL. Your business teams across sales, marketing support, and product can't leverage this data in any meaningful way other than looking at it through a report. Operational analytics is a category of business analytics that focus on syncing data from your warehouse directly to your business tools, thus ensuring that everyone across your organization has access to the same data regardless of their technical skills. Here's are the benefits of operational analytics. The first one is it expedites decision making. Business that analyze and react to customer data in real time can make faster decisions. In the traditional way of working, business would be aware of any glaring issues in their operation only based on quarterly or annual data. And by the time they make changes reactively to their operation, there is always a chance that they may not be able to attend these issues on time. Next one is improve customer experiences. Business that employ operational analytics can provide improved customers' experience as they can react to business situations in real time. For example, an air travel portal which uses operational analytics finds that users are mostly using separate transactions to book onward and return journeys despite being offered a discount to book both journeys in a single transaction. The company which owns the portal, with the help of operational analytics, finds that there is a bug in the software when the user selects both journeys as a part of single transaction, causing the discount not to be offered. The bug is resolved quickly and the portal does not lose customers who would have possibly availed a different travel portal to book their tickets. And lastly, it increased productivity. Operational analytics help businesses streamline their operations by enabling them to see inefficient in their processes and make the necessary changes. For example, a business based on the operational analytics data, it has generated realized that the process of approving an invoice for payment is tedious and requires too many approvals, which are impacting their SLAs. This data might prompt the business to rethink differently with an optimum number of approval and streamline the process, which eventually will reduce the turnaround time of the process. Here are the uses of use cases for operational analytics in the business world. The first one is banks use operational analytics to provide suitable products. Banks leverage operational analytics to categorize customers based on their usage, credit risk, and parameters. This data is then used to provide suitable products to the customer based on category. Next one is operational analytics is used for preventive maintenance in manufacturing. Manufacturing companies use operational analytics to activate preventive maintenance of machines, machine parts, and so on. So to identify potential problems before they occur. With this data, the manufacturer can be alerted that services is required. Next one is operational analytics in supply chain management. For businesses which are not digitally integrated, if the supplier does not able to deliver the goods agreed on a particular day, would entail administrative effort from all involved, including supplier, planner, staff in charge for good receipt, ERP system, and so on. The reason for this additional manual work is the lack of proper analysis of the consumption, stock, supply situation. Implementation of operational analytics in supply chain provides employees with well-structured dashboards containing critical information which they can analyze and quickly agree with supplier on a supplementary delivery. Next one is operational analytics in marketing. A marketing manager or only a person or any person well versed in using data system can run multiple experiments at once using operational analytics, gather results from experiments in the form of data, terminate the ineffective experiment, and nurture the ones that work, all using database software system. The more experiments they can run and the quicker the turnaround time of results, the better their effectiveness in marketing their product. Next one is operational analytics, helping product manager make a product better. A product manager the product manager looks at product usage logs provided by operational analytics to determine which features of the product are liked by its users, which features slow them down, and which feature are disliked by its user. The product manager can then find the necessary answer by querying data that records usage patterns from the product's user base and feed this information back to the product better. Lastly, warehouse operations analytics for optimizing logistics. Optimizing warehouse processes and workflows is of utmost importance because of the changing consumers' preferences and expectation in lightning fast delivery. That's where warehouse operation analytics come handy. It involves the systematic analysis of data pertaining to inventory management, order fulfillment, labor productivity, equipment utilization, and more within the warehouse environment. Data from warehouse management system, IoT sensor, and other sources are used for analysis. By leveraging advanced data analysis techniques, businesses can uncover additional insight to enhance performance and drive continuous improvement. The challenges of operational analytics. The persistent challenge with the operational data is that getting your various tools to talk to one another is not easy. You need to figure out how to get data to flow dependably and accurately between each pair of applications. Data integration tools like Fivetran have made it easy to move data in your warehouse. But moving data out of your warehouse is another challenge altogether. Every destination requires you to build another data pipeline and integrate with yet another third-party API. Email addresses to first showcase these notorious problems. Another challenge could be something as simple as linking product usage data to your CRM or purchase data to an ad network so you don't accidentally target customer with an ad for something they already purchased. Uh, the first challenge of operational analytics is building homegrown data pipelines and writing customer code is expensive, time-consuming, and difficult to maintain scale. Next one is customer data platforms make you pay for a second layer of storage, and they have almost no flexibility when it comes to modeling your data. Next one is business intelligence tools help you consume your data, but they don't help your teams take action on your data consistently. And last one, integration platform as a service or iPaaS and automation tools force you to build and maintain complex workflows, and they introduce a point-to-point architecture that isn't scalable. Thanks to innovation in the data warehousing space and surrounding ecosystem, bringing data together for analytics has never been easy or even more or cost effective. The problem is that dashboards are useful in decision making, but they don't provide a tangible way to for your business teams to act on your data. So overall, operational analytics relies on high quality data from different sources and analytic solutions needs to leverage and advance emerging technologies capable of integrating data or delivering real-time insights. Analytical platform has the capacity of to aggregate data from multiple data streams from data warehouse, data lake, CRM systems, and social media activities into a cumulative, organized, actionable solution capable of delivering products in real time to create individual customer profiles and holistic view of operation for a business. Next one is big data. What is big data? Big data is a combination of structured, semi-unstructured, and unstructured data that organizations collect, analyze, and mine for information and insights. It's used in machine learning projects, predictive modeling, and other advanced analytic applications. The system that process and store big data have become a common component of data management architectures and organization. They combined with tools that support big data analytics uses. Uh, Big data is often characterized by three V's, which are the large volume of data in many environments, the wide variety of data types frequently stored in big data systems, and the high velocity of which the data is generated, collected, and processed. John Lani first identified these three V's of big data in 2001 when he was an analyst at consulting firm Meta Group Incorporation. Gardner popularized them after acquired Meta Group in 2005. More recently, several other V's have been added to different description of big data, including veracity, value, and variability. Although big data doesn't equate to any specific volume of data, big data deployments often involve terabytes, petabytes, and even exabytes of data points created and collected over time. Why big data is important and how is it used? Companies use big data in their systems to improve operations efficiency, provide better customer service, and create personalized marketing campaigns and take other actions that can increase revenue and profits. Businesses that use big data effectively hold a potential competitive advantage over those that don't because they're able to make faster and more informed business decisions. For example, Big data provide valuable insight into customers that companies can use to refine their marketing, advertising, and promotions to increase customers' engagement and conversions rate. Both historical and real-time data can be analyzed to assess the evolving preferences of consumers or corporate buyers, enabling business to become more responsive to customer wants and needs. Medical researchers use big data to identify disease signs and risk factors. Doctors use it to help diagnose illnesses and medical conditions in patients. In addition, a combination of data from electronic health record and social media sites, the web, and other sources gives healthcare organizations and government agencies up-to-date information on infectious diseases, threats, and outbreaks. And here are some examples of how organizations in various industries use big data. The first one, big data helps oil, gas companies identify potential drilling location and monitor pipeline operation. Likewise, utilities use it to track electrical grind. The next one is financial services firms use big data system to risk management and real-time analysis of market data. Next one is manufacturers and transportation companies rely on big data to manage their supply chains and optimize delivery routes. Lastly, government agencies use bug data for emergency response, crime prevention, and smart city initiatives. So, what are the examples of big data? Big data comes from many sources, including transaction processing systems, customers' databases, documents, emails, medical records, internet clickstream, logs, mobile apps, and social networks. It also includes machine-generated data such as network and server log files and sensor data from manufacturing machines, industrial equipment, and Internet of Things devices. In addition to data from internal systems, big data environments often incorporate external data on consumers, financial markets, weather and traffic conditions, geographic information, scientific research, and more. And more images, videos, and audio files are forms of big data. Two and many big data applications involve streaming data that processed and collected continually. Uh, Looking beyond the original TVs and one, other ones are often associated with big data, including the following. The first one is volume, which refers to the amount of data that exists. Volume is like the base of big data as it is the initial size and amount of data that's collected. If the volume of data is large enough, it can be considered big data. However, that's considered to be a big data is relative and will change depending on the available computing powers that's on the market. For example, a company that operates hundreds of stores across several states generates millions of transactions per day. This qualifies a big data, and the average number of total transactions per day across stores represents its volumes. Next one is variety. Variety refers to the diversity of data types. An organization might obtain data from several data sources, which might vary in value. Data can come from sources in and outside an enterprise as well. The challenge in variety concerns the standardization and distribution of data being collected. As noted above, collected data can be unstructured, semi-unstructured, or structured. Unstructured data is data that an organization and comes in different files or formats. Typical unstructured data isn't a good fit for a mainstream relational database because it doesn't fit into conventional data models. Semi-structured data is data that hasn't been organized into a specialized repository but has associated information such as metadata. This makes it easier to process than unstructured data. Structured data, meanwhile, is data that has been organized into a formatted repository, this means the data is made addressably for effective data processing and analysis. Raw data also qualifies as data type, which raw data can fall into other categories, structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. It considered raw if it has received no processing at all. Most often, raw applies to data imported from other organizations or submitted or entered by users. Social media data often falls into this category. A more specific example could be found in a company that gathers variety of data about its customers. This can include structured data culled from transaction or unstructured social media posts and call centers text. Much of this might arrive in form of raw data requiring cleaning before processing. Next one is velocity. Velocity is one of the key characteristics of big data. In the context of big data, velocity refers to the speed at which data is generated, processed, and analyzed. With the advancement of technology and the increasing interconnectivity of systems, data is generated at an unprecedented rate. Social media updates, sensor readings, online transactions, and other sources produce a continuous stream of data that requires real-time or real-time processing. The ability to handle high-velocity data allows organizations respond swiftly to changing circumstances and make data-driven decisions in a timely manner. Next one is the veracity. Veracity refers to the degree of accuracy in data sets and how trustworthy they are. Raw data collected from various sources can cause data quality issues that might be difficult to pinpoint if they aren't fixed through a data cleaning processes. Bad data leads to analysis errors that can undermine the value of business analytics initiatives. Data management and analytics team also need to ensure that they have enough accurate data available to produce valid results. Next one is value. Some data scientists and consultants also add value to the list of data's characteristics. Not all data that's collected has real-time business value or benefits. As a result, organizations need to confirm that data relates to relevant business issues before used in big data analytics projects. The last one is variability. Variability often applies to sets of data which might have multiple meanings or be formatted differently and separate data sources. These factors can complicate big data management and analytics. Overall, big data analytics empowers organizations across industries to harness the power of data to drive innovation, uh, improve decision making, and enhance efficiency and deliver better products and service to customers. That's the end po of my report. Thank you po.
Okay. Operation analytics is also used in manufacturing to optimize production processes, improve quality control, and reduce downtime. By analyzing data from sensors, PLCs or programmable logic controllers, and MES or manufacturing execution system, organization can monitor equipment performance and detect anomalies or defects and implement predictive maintenance strategies to minimize downtime and maximize productivity. In addition to supply chain and manufacturing operation analytics, has an applications in various other areas like healthcare, transportation, utilities, and retail. Let's say, for example, in healthcare, operations analytics can be used to optimize patient flow, resource allocation, and healthcare delivery processes, leading to improved patient outcomes and cost savings. So, to harness the power of big data and operation analytics, organizations need to invest in the necessary infrastructure, tools, and expertise. And this may involve deploying the big data platforms such as Hadoop or Spark implementing data integration and management system, and training the staff, no, in data analysis and data science techniques. Again, operation analytics and big data plays a vital role in helping organizations optimize their operations, improve efficiency, and drive innovations. I believe by leveraging advanced analytics and techniques and big data technologies, organization can gain deeper insights into their operations, identify opportunities for improvement, and make data-driven decisions to achieve competitive advantage and business success. So I think that's it for this topic.